Hello and welcome to another presentation of Home Stream. This is your host, Old Cat Lady, bringing it to you live. This is another Madden game, another franchise game. The Seahawks versus the Minneapolis Vikings. Sorry, the Minnesota Vikings. I get hype. Yeah, the Seahawks come in with a dominating, with a 1-1 record. The Vikings are 0-2, 0-2. This game, by the predictors, is predicted to be won by the Seahawks by a small margin, only less than a touchdown, as Dalvin Cook is making some absolute noise. The two-headed monster that we saw last game, it is in full swing today. The Seahawks have been doing well this season, as we have seen, but haven't been able to put it together with a loss last game. Let's see if they can make something happen as Dalvin Cook runs into the end zone for a touchdown. Forgot the window was open. People are going to hear me screaming. And the Seahawks immediately go for two. Let's see if it will pay off this game. Last game they had no two-point conversions, and many of them were intercepted, as Tyler Lockett with the catch. That is 8 points on the board already. It's only been 20 seconds off, 1 minute and 20 seconds off the clock. That was an incredibly quick drive. The Seahawks are up. And the Seahawks, strangely, their offense has been 25th in the league, doing not at all good this year. And their defense has been top 5, 5th ranked actually, 21st in total ranking. They've had an okay year. Their run game is truthfully really good, with Rashad Penny and Dalvin Cook both equaling 150 yards plus in the first 2 games. That's they're doing pretty well. As the Vikings find Irv Smith Jr. for the catch. That is a good game. Yeah, the Vikings have not been doing very well this season. Traded away Dalvin Cook. His replacement, Mathis, gets absolutely pummeled into the ground. That is a gain of 1. The Seahawks defense, incredibly stout. The Vikings do come in with the 18th ranked defense, but their offense is pretty hard, as Kirk Cousins throws it away, 1 for 2, 30 yards. It looks like they have a fair amount of cap space. They have lost 2 games already. Let me see. Yeah, 1 to the Colts and 1 to the Cardinals. Or I'm sorry. Let's look back on that. What is their schedule? They have 1 loss to the Bengals, 27-25, which was an incredibly close matchup. Bengals are 2-0 right now, and 63-10 from the Cardinals. The Cardinals are 2-0. They're 2 different games. As Kirk Cousins motions or gets sacked in the backfield, and that is 4th down and 15. I believe the Vikings will bring out the punt squad. And the Seahawks and the Vikings are making a substitution at the moment. What is going on? And we're back. First quarter action. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. Drew Lock hands it off to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook finds a small gain of around 3. It is 2nd and 7. Let's see if this Viking squad can stop this run offense that has slowly but surely found its way this year. After 2 games, let's see what this third game will bring. As it's 2nd and 7, Drew Lock hands it off to Rashad Penny, and he gets a good gain up the middle. That's 10. They're up to the 34-yard line. This run game is going to open up the pass game significantly. As Drew Lock hands it off once again to Dalvin Cook, but he is tackled in the backfield for a loss of 2. And that brings up 2nd and 12. Another handoff to Rashad Penny, who almost found the end zone. Every play, you have to be careful with these running backs because they could break one loose. Rashad Penny does pick up the first down. They're up to the 47-yard line, their own 47-yard line. It is 1st and 10. He sees a man, but no. Smith says absolutely not, denies that pass. It is broken up, 2nd down and 10. Let us see what the wide receivers of the Seahawks can do to the secondary. As Rashad Penny, every single handoff looks like he is going to break it for another huge gain, but that is only a gain of 3, as it is 3rd and 6. Sorry, of 1. Lock shouting out directions to his squad. Lock rolls to the right, sees he has a man. And we are not sure what has happened, but it looks like it is dropped by Tyler Lockett. Yes, that is Harrison Smith again coming up with the breakup, bringing up 4th and 6. And that is a terrible punt out at the Vikings 38. It gives the Vikings good position to strike this time, to come back from what happened last time. As the Vikings motion over Thielen. Cousins back, sees a man. Irv Smith again. That seems to be the hookup. Irv Smith with a great gain. It's 1st and 10 on the Seahawks 38. The Vikings are moving this drive, as that is a handoff to Madison. Tries to cut the other direction, but is stopped in the backfield for a loss of 3. That is 2nd and 13. Kirk Cousins adjusts his helmet. As that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Interesting game. It has been quiet from both squads, except for the Seahawks, who have made what they could with that one drive. As Kirk Cousins directs the offense. Calls an audible. Looking. Scanning the defense. Hikes the ball. He's back. He's looking. He's looking. He's got a man chasing him. Has to throw it away. The pressure is too much. That brings up 3rd and 13. As the pressure of the Seahawks has been getting through relatively easy, this Vikings offensive line has not been known for their offensive line or for being good, but they need to give Kirk Cousins a little more time for him to find his favorite targets. Kirk Cousins, 9 seconds on the play clock. Changing the play. Throws to Mattis out the backfield. Mattis with a good cross. Gets a good gain, but it is still 4th down. The Vikings bring on the punting or the field goal unit to kick a field goal. And it is just barely made. Oh, it snuck in over the bar. The kicker is definitely going to have a talk to by the coach because that was way too close for comfort. The Vikings go back on defense as they do score points, but not enough to tie them up. They did have a good drive stopper last drive as Dalvin Cook getting jiggy with it again. The stick work on the Seattle side is very good. Dalvin Cook picks up another 1st down. That seems to be the key for the Seahawks. They need to continue to run the ball as they hand it right back to Dalvin Cook. He's out to the outside. Tries to make a man miss, but still gets a good gain of around 8 or 9. As it is 2nd and 1. At the 44-yard line of the Seahawks. The Seahawks are moving. Hand it right back to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook again. Finding gaping holes. Chunks of yardage. This offensive line is creating such holes. Dalvin Cook running like a madman with his hair on fire. Dalvin Cook seems to be the key for the Seahawks to do damage in this NFC. Let's see if the Vikings have some type of response. As there's a throw to the outside. DK Metcalf has a lane and a touchdown. That is another 6 on the board. DK Metcalf unguarded. No one on him. It was the wrong play call or some mix-up in the backfield as the Vikings give up another touchdown. Let's see if the Seahawks can get another 2-point conversion. As Luck back does not have enough time to throw the ball. It is incomplete. Oh no, we have lost share play. We will be Sorry for the technical difficulty. It seems like we are back once again. If you are listening to this stream, please start a GoFundMe for the entire league. We need to buy good internet for everyone. I'm fine. I got 1,000 over 1,000, whatever I got. I'm good, but a lot of the league needs help. Please go fund us at helpahome.org or at GoFundMe, our GoFundMe page for home server. As we are back into the action, Kirk Cousins finds Jefferson on the right-hand side. It is the beginning of the second quarter. And that, sorry, not the beginning, is 1 minute off of the second quarter, 2 minutes, as Matheson runs through the middle but cannot find a hole. That is a gain of nothing. The Seahawks defense with the stop. Jefferson motioned over to the right-hand side. Kirk Cousins yelling out directions, telling Thielen something. 9 seconds on the play clock. 6, 5, 4, making more adjustments. 3 seconds left. Kirk Cousins gets the ball off. Rolls right. He has a man. And it is caught by Thielen in the corner. What a dime. Thielen with the catch up to the 20-yard line of the Seahawks. It is 1st and 10. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. This could be a drive to change the momentum of the game for the Vikings. As Kirk Cousins motions over Jefferson to the right. Yells more directions. Brings the play clock down to the very beginning, and it is intercepted by Warrior. It is intercepted. Kirk Cousins thought he had a man wide open, but Warrior baited him into a pick. That is disappointing. The Vikings were definitely driving. They give the Seahawks enough time to also make another drive down the field. Let's see if they can stop them. Kirk Cousins has been looking good this game. He doesn't seem to have made a mistake before that, but we will see what happens as Dalvin Cook has a handoff to the right-hand side, but that is not going anywhere. Dalvin Cook, 9 rushes for 76 yards and a touchdown, doing very well, but it seems like the Vikings have found a little bit of success to the end of this second half. Let's see if they can stop the two-headed monster. As there is another handoff to Dalvin Cook. Yards just seem too easy. He gets another gain of 5. It is 6 yards. 3rd and 4. The Seahawks are content with letting the clock roll down. It is 1 minute and 40 seconds left. As Drew Lock hands it back off to Penny. And is that a first down or a stop? It is a first down. I believe that was a stop. The DB also does, jumping up and down in celebration for absolutely nothing. They gave up the first down. 1st and 10 on the 29-yard line. The Seahawks do need to move a little bit quicker if they want to get into some type of range. But it is true. They only need a field goal, really. As Drew Lock says, a man Lockett wide open. He can't break away. It looked like he had some space to break away. That was a good catch. It is 1st and 10 on the 43. They are making their way. Another wide open receiver, DK Metcalf, but the throw is just not there. Drew Lock has looked absolutely locked in today, except for some of these passes. He hasn't needed to do much with Penny and Dalvin Cook taking the majority of the load, but he has looked relatively efficient as Tyler Lockett tries to get the first down. I believe he does. And I believe their first timeout. Oh no, it is 4th and inches. The first timeout was used by the Seahawks. What will the Seahawks do? My money is on running the ball up the middle with Dalvin Cook, but that's just me. The Vikings come out in goal line expecting the same thing, and it is a run up the middle by Dalvin Cook, and he still gets the first down. Everyone in the entire building knew what was coming. There was nothing the Vikings could have done. This is why you don't trade him away. He is a wonderful player, very young, but let's see if the Vikings can make up the difference. The Seahawks have put themselves into striking position to score points before this half, as Drew Lock sees a man wide open, and it is Metcalf for the touchdown. 21-3. The Seahawks capitalize on the turnover. Seahawks are looking absolutely dominant. The offense, the 20-something ranked offense has come to play today. They needed a little room, but it doesn't seem like the Vikings can keep up with this newly found offense. We knew that Dalvin Cook would be a problem, but Drew Lock, we did not see this coming. The connection with him and DK Metcalf and Lockett has been flawless today, except for one time. As Kirk Cousins goes up to the line, trying to bring his team back from a major deficit. There is not enough time to really make any noise in the first half. Let's see what will happen. Kirk Cousins rolling out to the right-hand side. He throws, and it is incomplete. Probably was a good thing, too, because it looked like he was throwing to a covered man. 8 seconds left in the first half. This Seahawks team has definitely come to play today, but there is one more half. Let's see if the Vikings can get there before the end of it. There's 1 second left in the first half. It looks like the Vikings are going into the half trailing by a ton as Kirk Cousins tries to find another man, but it is intercepted once again by Quentin Diggs. Or Quandre Diggs? I'm not sure. You guys can kill me in the comments. And that was an explosive first half by the Seahawks. The Vikings need to find a way to get back into this game. They did have some early success with Irv Smith Jr., but other than that, and a few catches by the wide receivers Thielen and Jefferson, there hasn't been a lot to be proud of. The running game has been almost non-existent this game from the Vikings, as the running game for the Seahawks has been absolutely on. The two-headed monster has come to show its ugly heads. Penny and Dalvin making noise in this game. We still haven't seen Dalvin out the backfield as a receiving threat yet, so that is a danger that definitely is looming on the horizon for the Vikings. But the Vikings get the ball first coming out of half, so let's see what they can do with it. Kirk Cousins motioning over Adam Thielen to the right-hand side, calling out audibles as Thielen runs across the formation once again. More audibles. Play clock down to 8 seconds. It is hiked. Kirk Cousins sees a man, and that is caught by Thielen. It looked like he may have had another man open right in front of him, but that is a good pass, good gain. It is 1st and 10 on the 41-yard line. The Vikings still have time to come back in this game if they can make some stops and also get this in the ice offense moving. They've had success getting into the red zone. Oh, and that is almost caught by Mattis. We wonder if Dalvin would have made that catch. We really do. That was a dime by Cousins, and one of the few dimes that he's thrown this game, but it is not rewarded. Let's see if Cousins can turn it around. Thielen motions to the right-hand side of the formation. Cousins changing the play. He's back. He's back. He's looking. He throws. He has a man. And what a catch by Thielen. Up to the line immediately are the Vikings. Kirk Cousins wants to get back to the line as Mathis finds a small hole for a good gain of around 7. It is 2nd and 3. That was an incredible catch by Thielen. That is why he gets the big bucks. This is the drive that they needed to start this first half. They need to get points, and it's preferably a touchdown. So let's see if they can capitalize. They are not yet in the red zone as they are on the 32-yard line. 7 seconds on the play clock. They have a man! Irv Smith Jr.! Oh, and it is almost intercepted. If it was a better pass, he would have had the touchdown. That was a wide open tight end streak. I don't think the Seahawks will let that up again. That was butt naked open. Kirk Cousins with the missed throw. Very close, but that does give the Vikings hope for what they can do. Irv Smith has been the target for the Vikings. The Vikings need to go back to him. If there are 14 seconds left on the play clock, 4 minutes and 11 seconds left on the game clock in the third quarter. Kirk Cousins hikes the ball, sits back. He has a man. Dropped. Completely dropped. That is completely on the wide receiver, the running back. Again, we wonder, what would Dalvin have done? Mathis with the drop pass on 3rd down. That was a very clutch play that needed to be made, but it is dropped. Kirk Cousins brings the offense back for 4th down. He is back. He looks. He has a man, but it is intercepted at the 10-yard line by the Seahawks. Warrior with his 2nd pick of the day. Unlucky. Irv Smith Jr. just could not hold on to the ball. It looks as though Butterfingers is the key today for this Viking squad. I don't know what type of animation that was. It looked like the cornerback did not get there in time. Irv Smith fumbles and bumbles the ball around, drops it, and that is an interception for the Seahawks. This has been the story of the entire game. The Vikings will get into the red zone and not be able to convert. They need to be better in the red zone efficiency tab, and that is not what they're doing today, as Dalvin Cook is faked to. Oh, there was a wide open DK Metcalf in the end zone. Oh, he was open, butt naked open, but this pressure is getting to Lock. A young quarterback. It seems that the Vikings have found a little success, a little bit of success with pressure. As Dalvin Cook gets it once again, but gets absolutely nothing. 3rd and 6, gets absolutely nothing. Dalvin Cook still with almost 100 yards on the day. It is 4th and 6, though. I believe the Seahawks are punting. And yes, the Seahawks bring the punting unit out onto the field. Dickerson kicks it away. And out of bounds. Dickerson has not been consistent this game. A kick at the 35-yard line. I believe that's his 2nd kick that has not gone very far. He may have to get talked to by the coaching staff. As the Vikings try to make some type of headway, they still have enough time to make a comeback. They just need to be more efficient in the red zone. If they are able to either score from outside the red zone or get better in the red zone and probably run more, they'll be able to get back into this game. The Seahawks offense has not been able to do much. They, again, have not been rated very high. As Kirk Cousins steps back, goes back. Once a man throws it to absolutely no one and is intercepted by Coleman. Once again, Kirk Cousins, boneheaded throw. Thought he had a man, but there was no one. Coleman with another interception for the Seahawks. The Vikings, they've had opportunities, but Kirk Cousins had wanted it all there, did not have it all, and is intercepted once again. And Dalvin Cook tries to run to the outside, but loses a majority of yards, pushes him back to 2nd and 18, a loss of 8. The Vikings have found the key to stopping Dalvin Cook. It seems like 3 superstars on the offensive or on the defensive line that do have inside, I forget what the exact ability is, but it seems like the Vikings have found a way to stop them. Dalvin Cook straight up the middle for a good gain, and it is 4th and 2. What will the Seahawks do? There's still enough time for them to go for it. Put a little more room between them and the Vikings. And yes, the Seahawks come out in pistol open close, flex close, trying to go for a 4th and 2 that will definitely help their cause to winning this game. Drew Lock, wasting time, chewing the clock a little, motioning over a man. Hands it off to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook breaks some ankles. Ziggy. Sorry for the interruption. A good friend of mine, Ziggy, just had to turn on some music. As it is 1st and goal, this Seahawks offense, which comes in not doing very well before, is doing very well right now, as that is an injury to Sullivan. We will come back to you with a report on that, but it is 2nd down and goal from the 1-yard line. The Vikings have not been able to stop the Seahawks on this drive. And again, Dalvin Cook into the end zone, scores the touchdown. It looks like the Seahawks are putting this out of reach. It has been done before. 27 points for the Seahawks, 28 points for the Seahawks. As, Sullivan is out for the game, will not return with a quadricep strain. That is very unfortunate. I believe he was injured away from the actual play, and I'm not exactly sure how that happened. We may have to go to the replay. But he is out for an undetermined amount of time, and definitely the rest of this game, as there is 47 seconds left in the 3rd. And the Vikings need an absolute miracle to come back at this point. It is 28-3. The Vikings are down by 25 points. They need to use their throwing game to get back into this game. Now, it has been a very closely played league this year. We're just starting out week 3. Please join us. We do have a couple spots open. We're always being filled. Definitely check our Discord. It is almost intercepted again on the right-hand sideline. Kirk Cousins playing with fire. But maybe that is the plan of the Vikings, that the Vikings believe that there's a quarterback that they can get in this draft that can replace Kirk Cousins. Maybe that's the plan. And that is why they traded away Dalvin Cook. And we are back to the action. Sorry for that and a little technical difficulty. Beautiful night at US Bank Stadium. The Vikings trying to represent their home crowd, not very well this game. The Seahawks come in and are taking care of business as Kirk Cousins rolls back and is sacked once again. The offensive line of the Vikings seems to be in much question as we have hit the end of the third quarter on to the fourth. 6 minutes left in the game. It looks like this game is done, but we will hold our judgment or our that announcement until the very last second has passed as Jefferson motions over to the right-hand side. Kirk Cousins, bring the clock down, hikes the ball, looking, doesn't have anyone, and is almost sacked in the end zone for a safety, and that brings up 4th and 24. What will the Vikings do? I believe they are going for it. Down 25. This is a last-ditch effort to get some type of positive gain, but I believe they should punt it away. This is almost an impossible 4th down play right here. It seems like they have a play for this. Let's see if it works. Oh, they had Irv Smith wide open, but Kirk Cousins does not see the man that was open for the touchdown. We are having a little bit of a pause. I think someone may be trying to concede. And we are back once again. Sorry for the slight delay in coverage. One of the officials got murdered on the last play, had to get carted off, and we wish him the best. We really wish Jeffrey Bust a good recovery. He got smacked by one of the linemen of the Vikings. The Vikings linemen have been doing absolutely crazy things this game, but we did not see that coming. It was definitely unintentional. There was no malice towards it, but the referee had to go into the locker room. We wish him the best. He has been with this crew just this year for the past 3 games. He's done a really good job. So there have been some calls that we won't talk about, but he has done a good job. So wish him the best. Wish Jeffrey Bust, the home league Madden official, the best to get well soon. We accept cards if you want. As Dalvin Cook makes it in for another touchdown. That is game. Dalvin Cook unstoppable. Again, the referees, they try and do their job. Sometimes they don't do a good job, but he's still a human being. So wish Jeffrey a good recovery, a speedy recovery. We also wish all the injured players who got taken this game by the Madden gods the best as well. There's 4 minutes and 27 seconds left. It has been a very interesting year for home already. A couple members have already gotten kicked because of boneheaded decisions. A lot of the rules that we have are thought out very thoroughly, and it's interesting seeing some of the members try and figure out, as Kirk Cousins tries to throw but is batted down by, I believe, Hakeem Hicks. Yeah, some of the members are definitely trying to wiggle their way around some of these rules, but it's okay. We will continue to grind. We will continue to try and make the best league as possible. But try and not break the goddamn rules. As that is a throw to Osborne, and it looks like Osborne has a lane. He cannot find the end zone, though, but a good catch and throw by Kirk Cousins and Osborne. Kirk Cousins goes up to the line, hikes it to Carson, and he is dropped for a gain of 2. It is 2nd and 2. Carson's making one of his first appearances in the game against his old team. I guess he wanted to get a little bit of grind time and garbage time. Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins has been incredibly inconsistent today. As it is caught by Carson's out the backfield, that is an interesting connection that we could see in another game. As a gain of 7, bringing up 3rd and 1 on the 7-yard line of the Seahawks. Can the Vikings get into the end zone? This has been their kryptonite, the red zone. And it is a handoff up the middle, and it is fumbled! Oh my gosh! There is nothing that is going right for this Vikings squad. Fumbled on the 7-yard line, picked up by the Seahawks. That might be game. That is very unfortunate. As a fellow Madden user, I know the bullshit of animations. That seemed like a BS animation as Penny gets the handoff. Again, this game is absolute trash, but it's okay. We work with it. I am excited, very excited to see the work that's been done on not only Madden 23, but also NCAA football. And hopefully, 2K can get around the fact that they can't make any simulation football games. And they will also be able to come out with a good game that is relatively similar to this, because if this is simulation, as Tyler Lockett ends the game, drops down, and Eason has been subbed in for Drew Lock, who has had an incredible game today, definitely helping to carry his team to the victory. You know, Penny out the backfield, 11 yards for 11 rushes for 67 yards, a very efficient day from him. And Dalvin Cook, in general, as a two-headed monster, makes another statement in this game. And that is the end of the game, folks. It was a hard-fought battle on both sides, but the Seahawks definitely came more well-prepared. And the Seahawks now go to 2-1 on the season. The Vikings drop to 0-3, trying to get that first-round pick. The Vikings definitely need a quarterback. But Kirk Cousins could be a good trade piece. I don't know how much money he is owed, but as we see the stats for today. Thank you for joining us today. 35-3, Seattle. I hope to see both teams again. And yeah, this is another presentation by your boy, Old Cat. And catch you guys later.